Hello there, fans and frenemies, and welcome back to another ARPG art Speedpaint. Today, the ARPG that I am working on is Tokotas. Tokotas is, I don't know, maybe the most popular ARPG? It's definitely one of them. I would say I think it's probably the most, but it's certainly one of the most, if not the most popular ARPG on DeviantArt. So this one focuses on direwolves. Well, sort of direwolves. I mean, obviously Tokotas are kind of like an original take on it. They're kind of bear-wolf, direwolf creatures. Akotas, which are like one type of build, definitely look more bear-like than wolf-like. But I'm actually not a huge fan of Akotas myself. I'm not a huge fan of the mini versions either, but I have one. My favorite are the Sphinx mane Tokotas, so I finally got me a Sphinx. Not this one. This is a short-maned, standard build Tokata. Her name that she was, like, her given name was Latte, but I bought her from another user, and I'm gonna rename her Sasha. You could probably guess why, because I'm predictable and terrible. But, so, yeah, I'm going for kind of a characterization of sort of a motherly, gentle, kind of sweet character with her. And, so you have to do fertility rites for these, which is like you do 3 images that portray a couple of prompts, and then they're allowed to breed. And so I'm working on my first one here, which is a halter test. So in this, she's at a competition for halter, which is kind of like like a show thing. So it's all about poise and grace and dignity, and that's what I'm working on with her. So she's in like her little ring. There's Tokotas was one that I was really scared of at first because it's got some really, really detailed like markings and the way the genotypes work and everything. It's a lot stricter than other like Rios, which is one that the first one that I really got into. It's the first ARPG that I sort of like I hit it and I just got like I understood it. It took me a while to understand Tokotas, if that makes sense, like to get it where the whole system made sense in my brain. And I'm still relatively new to it. Technically I've only got the one in my name, which isn't even this one. She's not even in my name yet as of the time I'm recording, because I had to make an account on Tokatno, which is like a website that they have for keeping track of things, because they have so many members now and players. And I had to make an account, and then I thought I couldn't transfer a character unless my account was verified, and turns out that's not true, so I have to get back in contact with the person I bought her from and be like, hey, actually, you could totally send her over now, but so that's a whole shenanigan system, but I own that one, and then I bought another one for art, but I'm in the process of working on the art for it, yada, 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 yada. I guess I've kind of got 3, and then I've got a couple of Genos that are, like, in the design, approval stage. So, I'm kind of getting into Tokotas. I'm poking my feet in, poking my nose in, looking around. It's a little stricter, a little more complicated, and, I'm not very smart. I struggle with stuff that's really specific and complicated. My brain ain't super great. But, like, the parts that I do get, I get. Like, alright, draw this thing, got it. Once I've got one, I much prefer purchasing imports. Like, when I've noticed all of the games that I've started, I've tried to start by getting, like, a free one at the adoption center, right? Like you can get your first Geno for free, and then that's how you can start the game easily. Like, and then you can draw that to get more points and stuff so that you can get more. However, I find that I really struggle with that because it's really jumping into the deep end. So, I've started, like, I did it with Rios after a while, after I struggled for a while, and then I've kind of done it with Tokatas too, where after a while of struggling with understanding how Genos worked and how to design them and just sort of the entire premise of ARPGs in general, how I was struggling, I purchased imports. Like, my first Rio was an import I just bought for like $8 from someone else. I think I bought Sasha here for $5. So I did, like, there's people who have, imports and special ones that are worth hundreds and hundreds of dollars. However, I just found a nice, inexpensive one that I thought was cute and pretty, and that I would, like drawing and like owning, and I bought that for a couple of dollars, and it really was so much easier to get into the game as a whole, because I could start with something simple, just drawing my character, earning some points, and then I could work on, like, my other Genos in the background, and understanding and getting things approved, and now I've got, like, a couple of characters in approvals, and like one of the designs been approved already. I just needed to fix another thing with the like import paperwork essentially. But like, I'm very excited for that one to go through, and I've got a really nice import that I'm purchasing, and I've been working on setting up a breeding for Tokotas. I've already got a bunch of breedings in for my Vayrons. I would say that in World of Rios, I've kind of nailed it. Like, I understand it. I've got some rare ones now. I'm doing pretty well. Tokotas, I'm still sort of like treading water, but I'm doing okay. I'm doing all right. I'm getting into it, and it's really fun to get into games like these. So I definitely recommend, if you're new to ARPGs in general, but you really are excited about it, like, go to the sales threads and find an inexpensive import to buy. Like, definitely still grab your adoption center, like, free Geno or whatever. Don't skimp on that. Grab that. It's free. Get it. But it's easier to start the game by just buying a cheap import. And I know with definitely with World of Rios, if you go to like the Discord, people are pretty chill. If you hop in and you're like, hi, I'm new and I want to buy an import that's inexpensive, what if people got for sale? People will be happy to show you, oh, I've got these for sale. This would be a good one because it's easier to draw. People would love to help you out. Tokotas is a little stricter. Like, people have got a little bit more complicated systems. You know, it's just, there's a lot of terminology. But if you hop in and like go to the looking for channel and you just say, hi, I'm new and I want an inexpensive import so that I can start playing, people will still help you. People are pretty nice in these games, and they also like remember when they first got into them and it was pretty complicated. So people will, like, nobody's scary. Nobody's gonna yell at you. Yeah, people are pretty nice, and I've really been enjoying it. So I've been having a lot of fun doing these. And I actually really like how this piece came out. Like, the background is pretty simple. It ended up being a little more simple than I intended it to be, but I like how Sasha herself came out. I think she looks nice, and I get to draw paws again, which is fun. I miss drawing, like, good, just simple paws like this. I don't know, something about the shape is very pleasing to me. But, and as y'all know, I love painting fur, so having a blast. Painting my fur, having a good time with, you know, my characters. So, I have fertility rates for her completed, but since she's not in my name yet, I can't submit those. But, my other character, I've submitted the fertility rates for, and I'm just waiting to hear back. Yeah, so everything's actually going really great there. Soon, hopefully, I'll have some babies. And that'll be pretty great. I'd love to get a few more sphinxes, a few more pinks. That'd be really nice. Something piebald. I don't have any piebalds. Honestly, I'd love a chimera at some point. I'd love a chimera in any game, actually. I just think the whole concept is very, very cool. But, you know, those are more expensive, more rare, whatever. But yeah, I guess that's about all I have to say about my intro to Tokotas. But yeah, definitely go check it out if you like wolves. It's a pretty fun game. Thanks for watching.
Hello fans and frenemies! Thanks for watching the video and I hope you enjoyed! It's only thanks to viewers like you, and especially like those scrolling by on screen now who support my Patreon, that I can continue to create content like this for you to enjoy for free! Link is in the description, but even if you aren't interested, I hope you like my stuff, and if you want to see more, please like and subscribe! Thanks again! Nader's out!